Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This week we received our Auto Modeler magazine issue number 8, the latest, so we're going to go through that real quick. Also received some great new shop cards. I want to give a shout out to those guys, and I was asked to do a couple more show shout outs for this coming weekend, so I'm going to do that for them again too. So hey, got a lot to do. Let's get to it. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.net. Shop cards. First up is our buddy Dave over at David Parsley's Custom Scale Emergency Models. And if you build emergency vehicles, this is an absolutely awesome channel. And even if you don't, the scratch building information that Dave shares is well worth it too. But check this out. You got a lot of the emergency vehicle. You guys all know that I spent many years behind the badge. So just some great fire apparatus, ambulances, police vehicles. A lot of great stuff over there. There's your QR code. I'll try to keep that in focus so you can just scan that and go straight to it. But like I said, for scratch building, and when you get into a lot of this type of apparatus in emergency vehicles, it does require some scratch building. But some great stuff over there. Found myself binge watching a lot of stuff on it too. But like always, show these channels some love. Give them a sub. Check out the videos. Be sure you give them thumbs ups. It really helps them out, and it helps the community out because it's helping growing that algorithm for model car building. And Dave, thanks so much for the kind words on the back. Appreciate your support as well, and all you do for the community. Next up is Caleb at Big Guy Model Works, and he's on several platforms, as you can see here. I'm thinking about doing at least Facebook. I'm only on YouTube, but I'm thinking about expanding a little bit. And also got a great sticker. Big Guy Model Works. Head over, check out the videos here too. A great variety, great stuff. So be sure to check out Caleb's channel as well, and any of the other platforms. And this one I found under the desk, and Bill, I apologize if I didn't give you a shout out. How it got under the desk, I don't know. I dropped something, and while I was down there, I saw this on the bottom, and this is back from May, and I think I remember giving this a shout out, but just in case, Bill, my sincerest apologies. But if I didn't, but I think I did. But head over Bill's Model Bench. Check him out as well, and again, give him a sub, show him some love there, and appreciate you so much, Bill. But again, guys, help that algorithm. Let's get over and check these channels out. Check out the videos. I learned something with about every channel I discover, and it's just great stuff. But you know, there's so many in our community now, channels out there. It's hard to keep up with them all. But that's okay. Scout around, check them out. Always fun to learn stuff. Next up, the shows that I was asked to give a shout out to one last time before the weekend. This is this weekend in Kissimmee, Florida. This is the 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Holiday Inn Resort there in, well, there's your address there. And as it says here, Florida's largest 3-day scale model show, 12,000 square foot. It looked like a pretty big show. And I know some guys have sent me some info about, hey, are you going to be going to this one? And sadly, I am not going to make this one this time. But it looks like it's going to be an absolutely awesome show. So if you're in that area of Florida, or even Georgia, Alabama, anywhere you can get to it. The guys that I know are going there from the Carolinas here. So if you can, support these shows. And the last one for this weekend is this coming Saturday, October the 11th, and this is Plastic Undercover. I was in touch with my buddy Clay Kemp yesterday, I think it was, and I know Clay is going to this one as well. I know that some vendors from our area are going to be going up that way. And this is one I've got to definitely get on my calendar because I used to go to Toledo every year to the original NNLs there in Toledo, and I always had such a blast between the vendors, the friends, all of that stuff. So guys, be sure if you are in that area, you can head up there. There's your address, all your information. If you need to get your entry forms, all that kind of stuff, there's your QR code for them as well. And this is in Akron, and, well, Copley, which is just there at Akron. But based on the coverage I've seen from this is just the third annual show. This is a nice show. So if you're in the area, give them some support as well. Okay, let's take a look at Auto Modeler. All right, guys, Auto Modeler magazine, all for the love of our hobby. This is issue number 8, October, November 2025. And on the cover, we've got Drag It Out. Couple of great looking hot rods right there. Jeff Dyke's Roadster and John Tressy's Badman 396. Also in this issue, we're going to see the coverage from the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators Darts, the show coverage as usual, and Reloaded. So we're going to take a look at several things in here. I did, when I took it out of the wrapper, go ahead and thumb through it. I kind of scanned the articles real quick. I have not read them in depth, but I did want to whet your appetite a little bit, so you can get your subscription and get into it. All right, getting into the magazine, right up front, we've got the Acme Southern Nationals flyer. And this is in 2 weeks, guys. This is on October the 25th at the Clarence Brown Conference Center in Cartersville, Georgia. I did a little shout out for this, and I'll do it again later this week and next week, probably leading up to it. This is the biggest show of the year for me, I think. Look forward to debuting the Mustang. I really have got a lot in that, and I'm excited about that myself. Also, a couple other things I'll be taking. But, hey, if you can make it, Cartersville's just north of Atlanta. We hope to see you there. Our table of contents from the small desk, top 10 model cars of the year 2025. This is a really cool idea. Scott was telling me he got the idea from the old Hot Rod magazine, top 10 from previous years, and I think it's a great idea. If you want more details on that, head over to Auto Modeler magazine on the Facebook page, put in top 10 car models of 2025, and you'll get all of the rules and all of that kind of information for that. Then you have your usual YouTube content creators there. And one of my favorites in here is the new stuff. And this one, to the point, I did take a minute and scan this real quick. If you've got an airbrush and you know how you can occasionally bend a needle and you've got to buy a new needle, which has happened to me with both my Pachets and my Iwatas, it's just inconvenient to have to go order or buy a new needle. But with this, it's a sharpener, so you can straighten them and sharpen them right back up. This one is available from our buddy Art Lasky over at ScaleProShop.com. And that'll be another one of those tools. You guys know how I am about tools, so that'll be another one that I'm going to have to add to my arsenal too. But great stuff. Also, this Fryworks 2.0, what an awesome looking magazine. I am going to be hitting Barnes & Noble for that, or I may jump online and get it from Amazon. But really cool ideas, good concept cars, and those can really open your eyes to things. I've always enjoyed replicating things, but I haven't had much of an imagination unless I'm inspired by something. And there you go. Great ad, Spotlight Hobbies, getting on over. This one I'm looking forward to getting back into this one and reading it. Our buddy Chris Bell, who is an icon in our community, did a comparison on 3D printed flatheads And this is pretty good. He took four of the really well-known 3D printers here. You got Iceman Collections, Joel's, then Matthew at MCV Products, Texas 3D Customs, and VCG Resins by Reese. I've got something from all of these guys, and I've always been impressed with all of them. But as far as just taking a look at one item, and keep in mind this is just one item, in this case it's flatheads, and getting into it, when I scanned it, I noticed, for example, the most detailed of all, according to this, and again, each engine, each item is different from each other as far as the quality sometimes goes. But with MCV Products, you see all the detail and the extra items that come with it there. But this gives you a rating system on all 3 or 4 of these companies anyway, and for this particular flathead engine, and it's really good. I look forward to going back and reading that. Next up, the Arizona Hangman, and this is by Mr. Dykes, and check that out. This is, by the way, a 1/8 scale. If I'm scanning it and I'm seeing 1/8 scale printed engine, but this has got a lot of machined aluminum parts, as well as 3D, just a lot of cool stuff in there. And check out those shocks and stuff too there. Really, really cool. And I love the jig he made to create his frame. All of this stuff really looks good. Love the posable steering. Great information in these too, guys. There he is doing the machining on the valve covers and heads. Man, does that not make a very respectable looking engine there? Blower and the extra details that he's got on that. The brass pipes. This is just really, really cool. And you know, I love Linkos, and here's a 2-speed Linko. Very, very nice. But yeah, look forward to getting back into this one too. And oh, look at the aluminum work up inside here. Love it. And the brass roll bar. This is awesome, and I love the orange paint too. Really cool. Next up is that Batman 396. This, of course, is one of the Tom Daniel kits, but this one's going to fool you guys, because I would have just called this off as the Tom Daniel kit. It's not the Tom Daniel kit. It is the AMT 55 Chevy in 1/16 scale, and of course he had to have more decals kind of blown up for that, which he did. But yeah, how about that? A 16th scale version of the Batman. But how cool is that? And again, look forward to getting back into this one too. I've been doing the smaller scale stuff, and I've only done one large scale build in my life, and that was years ago, and it was one of the Corvettes, and I may have to get back into a big scale sometime. Great looking interior. But yep, until I scanned that, I had no clue that it wasn't the Tom Daniel kit. Some great ads for VCG Resins by Reese and Model Roundup. Reloaded. I love this. I was really intrigued by the wheels, so that's one of the things I looked at first, and I got to share this with you real quick. You got some, looks like brass work. There's some of the information on what's in it. And now check this out. I love the brass chassis. Is that not cool? But check this out. These wire wheels, I used a piece of brass pipe to do these, and he actually strung, and here's his jig or template for making those wire spokes. I love this kind of stuff. In fact, from what I've done in the past with the photo etch ones, this is so much more realistic. I'm really thinking about giving that a try. But that is just cool. And another thing with this one I scanned real quick that I thought was ingenious is, now check out these pipes. Wait a minute. You see how they're flared right here? And this is aluminum. Now, in that flare, and I don't know in the light if you can see that, all that is the shaft off of an old cheap brush. And you know, you can go to Hobby Lobby or different places and buy the cheapo brushes that have these aluminum sleeves, and they're already tapered. Then cut your angle there, like he did here. Fit those to the pipe. What an awesome idea. I mean, this is one reason I watch all the YouTube channels that I can find and keep up with, as well as these magazines, because they're a plethora of information, just tons of info. Great looking interior, just awesome stuff. Love the stance, the old Roadster, just really cool. And Terry and Patrice over at STS Scale Model Decals. If you need something custom made, they will do it, and it will be right, guys. Really good stuff. I've had great success with their products as well. And a few YouTube channels. One of the newest around is the Art of Rake, Irv. Got a great channel. Be sure you check him out too. These other guys, you know them, you love them. Then up, Unstalled, and I have, as I've said before, a lot of stalled projects. But Stream Team, and as soon as I saw this, I recognized that, and I went, hey, that's the tarantula back there, and check it out. And this little sketch pad he did of what it's going to look like. Looks like it might be a salt flat record type car, and that's just cool though. And I like the fact that he added on the roof up here, he's added a hatch, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but he's taken the engine out of the orange crate, and I love kit bashing like this too. And there's your hatch for the roof. I think these are just really cool. A lot of great work went into the rear end as well, or the rear diff and the cockpit. I think that's really sharp. And then, if you are a trucker, you are not alone when it comes to 3D. This is 3D Concepts Limited. And guys, you need to head over and check them out, because if you need stuff, if you're a big rig builder, and guys, even if you build cars, you need to check out the parts in there too, because you'd be surprised what you can find that will work on a variety of things. But great quality stuff there too, and he makes it in 24th, 25th, and 16th scale. So be sure you check it out. 3D Concepts Limited. Next up is the sketch pad, and I scanned this real quick and studied it. And then we're back to the Badman, the Tom Daniels inspired kit, and this is really cool. First up, we've got what looks to be I saw immediately the NASCAR logo on the fender, and when you get to looking, you see this is a modern NASCAR chassis. The slab sides, the low skirts, the diffuser out back, if you can see that diffuser there, if the light will hit it right. But you got the diffuser below, the translucent spoiler, numbers forward the door. I mean, this is cool. And they've got Scott as the driver, by the way. But really cool to take a modern NASCAR chassis and put a vintage body on it, which I hadn't thought of that. And this one is really cool too. This is Tom Daniels inspired. This is the Badman, as you can see here. But you take the wheels and the tracks off of Rommel's rod, and look what you can come up with. Just a unique idea. And again, like I said, I've got to have some inspiration to do some of this stuff. I can't just make it up off the top of my head usually. But that is really cool. Next up, some show coverage from the SoCal Open. A lot of great stuff here. I always enjoy looking from anything that's in the Southern California area or any of that California area. Some of the paint schemes are so cool. We got a lot of great painters around here, but I tell you, the creativity out of some of this stuff, the fades and all that stuff on that 49, just absolutely awesome. that little low slung Corvair there. That is so cool. And we've got a 65 Corvair wagon, and check out the flames on that. All the tones on that, really cool. Love the tinted windows, great accent there. A lot of really, really good stuff. I don't recall seeing the Chevelle funny car thing before it. That may be one I just missed or have forgotten about, but I think that's really cool too. But again, a lot of great coverage, great builds. And the other thing that I really like is the scrapbook. With these, you get to see the setup of how shows are set up around the country, where the vendors are, how many vendors, that kind of stuff. It's just really cool, and I love seeing the people, because this is one of the things I love the most is meeting up with old friends and meeting new friends. And this is Mike Barris, who was the show promoter, and then our buddy Art Lasky. Let's see, we've got a few more cars here. Again, some of those awesome and unique paint jobs, but really cool stuff. And then we have the 2025 SCMA Hope It Don't Snow show. This is from my hometown, Spartanburg, South Carolina. And this is one of those that I actually missed this past year. I had RSV, you may remember, and was practically hospitalized. So it was tough to miss this one, but a lot of great stuff. I appreciate the coverage there. Hey, there's Hector. I did a segment on Now That's Cool on Hector's custom 40 Ford, and and I did it on his 50 Ford F100 too. This one's got some best of shows under its belt too. Absolutely awesome build. Hector is a phenomenal builder. A lot of really great stuff. And the scrapbook from the Spartanburg show. That's really cool too. All of these are. Love it, love it. And then we've got the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creator Dark Group build from 2024. Our buddy Kim over in Denmark is the one that chose this car this time. And I tell you, everybody that jumped in on it, all the content creators from customs and concepts through drag cars, everybody, the great thing with this is we're building a common kit, the same kit, and we're doing stuff that is just unique to that particular builder. The Slant 6 here that Louis did, I mean, just absolutely awesome stuff. And of course, Kim, who I was talking about, Kim Sondergaard from Denmark, that was his version. Very nice. Love the color. And Fred Henry, as always, couldn't expect anything other than a Pro Street. And our good friend Tim Brown. Tim did us all one better by doing two. And Tim's model work, whether it's beaters like this, salvage stuff, or showroom, he's always just an absolutely fantastic modeler and always surprises us with something unique and really, really cool. But everybody did an absolutely awesome job. And of course, this is not all of them. If you want to check them all out, head over to your YouTube channels and or your social media channels. And all of the content creators or YouTubers that got in on this, or as I said, content creators, go over and check them all out. There's no way you could cover them all in one issue of a magazine, so definitely go check them out, because there's a ton of them out there. Next up is a kit review, and I love this because in the last few issues especially, there's been a review of a build of one of the older kits. This MPC Funny Car Color Me Gone, its current value $400, and as you see, we've got a kit review on building that. And the reason I like this is we can look at these old molds, these old kits, see how they were, and compare them to the new kit reviews. And it gives you some perspective in a way. But I love these old kits and a review on them like that. But really good. I look forward to going back and reading this one completely. And then Alex, our buddy Alex, he's got a review on the AMT Ford LTL 9000. Looks like a really good kit, and he has done the pros, cons, and modifications he had to make. That's always helpful when you're building anything, to be honest with you guys. Then the 65 Mercury by Mobius. This is the Cyclone. If you remember, my very first car was a 65 Mercury and Comet, and let me tell you, that little 289 3-speed was a monster. Loved that car. And as soon as I saw the engine, and this is the 289, by the way, I remember those gold valve covers. Just really cool until I switched them out for Mickey Thompson's. I wish I'd have kept those old valve covers too. And then we've got a kit review on the 1947 Chevy sedan delivery. You guys know I love sedan deliveries. The coupe of this car is really good too. These are the old Galaxy Limited molds, which were really good. And as you can see, the level of detail up underneath and under the hood. And I know, guys, so these pictures with the lighting as bright as I've got it is still not doing it justice. So you definitely need to grab the mag. And speaking of that, you can go to Auto Modeler magazine.com and you can subscribe. They'll mail it right to the house. Or you can pick it up in most hobby shops as well. If you're just getting into it or finding out about the magazine, hey, it is worth every dime to go back and get back issues while you can still get them. The back issues are available, and if you want to show them some love and give them some support, do like I do. You see me wearing the Auto Modeler t-shirts every now and then, and the ball cap. So be sure you do that to give them some support too. And back to the Lucas E channel. Got a great 2-part interview with Richard Carroll. That's definitely worth checking out too. Great stuff there. And the last kit review is a 40 Willis gasser. This is the AMT kit with the Coca-Cola livery once again. And I've collected a bunch of the Coca-Cola livery. I'm going to have to do something with that stuff. Amanda loves the Coca-Cola everything, so I'm going to have to do that. But check this out. I love the stance of these things, and I love the 5-slot wheels and the red line tires. Just, wow. Awesome stuff. And closing out, I'm looking forward to going back and reading this. Team Bills, the Fun and the Fury. So I look forward to getting into this article as well, and love this old stuff that just based on these old pictures here. And that's pretty much it for this issue, guys. And of course, Iceman Collection and Atomic City. But that's it for this issue. I do encourage you, again, pick you up a copy of this. Head over and subscribe. It's very affordable and well worth it if you love the hobby. Well, guys, that's it for this go-round. I hope y'all have enjoyed. God bless. I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.